Good morning. Let's talk about this lady. First of all, let's start with this is KDD Code, the Matrix Mind of a Man. Now let's get into this. Listen, I was kind of a little distort in regards to what I heard. I was in a conversation, or a dialogue last night in regards to the new, I guess, not new, but the most becoming more exposed, this 50-50 thing. And I'm telling you, I wanted to get up this morning to have a conversation and just let y'all know exactly where nothing is absolute, but the majority or a large percentage of men think this way because those are the men that I have communicating with, and those are the men that I have talked to on different panels that I've been on, and just in general conversations that I may have around and about my home. Now, let me say this. You can come for me if you want to, if you dare to do so. But I believe that a woman that does not sign on to a 50-50 relationship and is not married, again, not married, is a pretty bum. That's what she is. Because the fact, this is crazy. Listen to me. I sign on to it 100% and stand 10 toes down in regards to if a man is married, he is supposed to be the provider and the protector. Period. Point blank. Now, I say this to say this. If a man is not making enough, and a woman wants to be with that man and wants to be married and wants to carry that man's last name and they want to inherit the earth and they want to live comfortable, then yes, a woman should be depositing just as much if she can afford it. That's another conversation. Because I don't believe that when you ask somebody or say something about can you afford it, that it's on a individual basis. Because that's just as crazy. Men, stop taking care of these pretty bums when they don't have your last name. See, this is the thing. Back in the day, the reason why a man provided for a woman and a woman didn't have to didn't have to input or didn't have to put anything into it because one, women were not working, not to a degree in the industry to where they were making any kind of substantial amount of money. But the first thing that you need to understand that the woman went from her parents' house to her husband's house. How common is that nowadays? It's not. It's just not. And I'm tired of having a dialogue about something that should be understood. Women, you are an adult. Adults pay their own bills. Adults make a way for them to live on whatever level that may be. Whatever level that may be. But this is where y'all got it confused at. You want a man to make your dreams come true. But they're your dreams. Yeah, I want to be in a nice house. I want to drive nice cars. I want to shop at the nicest of stores. I want to eat at the best restaurants. I want to travel the world. Well, go do it. And finance it. Because the only way a man, excuse me, a man is somewhat responsible to make those things happen is if you decide that you will accept his access of marriage. Then it comes down to a covenant with God. And yes, in the covenant of God, men are supposed to be the providers and the protectors. But prior to that, and you all are dating, you need to stop rolling up dollar bills because you done lost your mind. You have lost all of your mind. And let me give y'all another nugget. Let me give you this one. This will be a good one. If most or the majority or a lot of whatever title you want to put on it, let me tell you what happens. This is what men have figured out. Men have figured out this thing, that if I start dating a woman and I begin to sponsor, because that's what I call it, this relationship in regards to providing. And I'm not talking about taking somebody out for dinner, on dates. That's not what I'm talking about. And don't y'all come to me and think that I am. What I'm talking about is the mere thing that women choose to think or to say, you got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. You got to help me with this. You got, and what, blah, 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 blah. We don't have to do a goddamn thing until you decide that you will accept my proposal to be married. Back to the story. Now, so you're dating a woman, I'm just being hypothetical, and you're dating a woman for 6 months. You're paying the woman bills for 6 months. And then the woman goes out and finds an upgrade. You heard me right. An upgrade. Because that's what y'all do. Now, she finds an upgrade, and then she no longer wants to be in a relationship. You all separate. You all separate, and go your own ways. You want to know why a man is bitter? You want to know why a man is a little uptight about it? It's because he realized that he have made a great investment. And the only thing that a woman invested was her vagina and her presence. That's not a good deal. That's not a good deal at all. Because a man leaves deficient and a woman leaves the way she came. I just broke it wide open for y'all ladies. I just totally destroyed the wall. Now you understand. So stop being a pretty bum if you want a successful relationship. Men are not trying to hear that no more. That's why you have men, what they call passport. The passport boys. That's another conversation. But the expectation from the black woman nowadays is really, really troubling. You don't want to invest anything but your looks and your vagina. And guess what? That can be found on damn near every corner. Every corner. So what makes you special? I can be loyal. So what? I can make men look at you because I walk in the room and so what? I got a fat so what? So what? At the end of the all, you're going to leave with all of that you just named and your money. And what did the man leave with? Oh, God. May or may not leave with a broken heart, but he's definitely going to leave with a broken bank account. That's for sure. Women say a man is supposed to take care of a woman. You're right. You are absolutely right. But that's in a marriage, ladies. Not before. Not an engagement. Not a relationship. Not a situationship. Marriage. Covenant. A covenant. Not before. And your relationship, or most relationships, will last and actually be productive if women understood. You have to make an investment other than the things that I named. You're not getting it. And those women that choose to continue with that ideology, yes, that's the word. The majority of you will die alone with a cat. I'm sorry. I'm going to always give it to you. The most unindoctrinated truth. Whether you like it or not, stop being a pretty bum. Stop it. That's how you win. Men are not taking that deal no more. We're not. Because we've seen so much of our brothers broken. To a point that once you do it to them, the next woman got hell to pay. Because it's not on a provisional status. It then becomes, oh, I really needed you. This was an emergency. You told me no. Because the last time you were in a relationship, a woman took advantage of you. Does that make any sense to y'all? Be productive. Be an adult. That's all. Because prior to that man, you were doing it. Continue to do it. Continue to do it. I'm even going a little further to say that if you are in, I call a blended relationship, where you all decide to move in with each other, guess what? He's still not obligated to pay everything. The only time a man is truly obligated and holds the responsibility to maintain and provide is when you, ladies, take his last name. That's it. So no matter what you all think, I've just given you a blueprint to success. Right, wrong, and different, why you want to use it or why you don't want to use it, it's totally up to you. Don't care either which way. Because I'm not deficient in no way. No way. Absolutely none. So I have a very clear picture of what success looks like in a marriage. And whether you like it or not, don't really give a damn, to be honest with you. But I hope this has been helpful. I really do. Because that's all I want to do. I want to help rebuild the dynamics of a full and flourishing family with a marriage attached to it. I was truly thrown off by the things that women said in this dialogue. Women were saying that a man's money is for the house. Her money is her money. Unless he falls short and he needs help, she'll think about helping. Okay. Sound like a plan to me. If a simp is going to accept that. And then she went on to say, you're not a real man if you don't or if you can. Oh, God. So this is what it is. Nowadays, women are equating a man's amount of money that he makes or obtains as being the pillar of being a man. You women are extremely delusional. You all are. You're delusional. Because you see, the truth is, the more money a man makes, the more money a man wants to build a family. The more money a woman makes, the more idea a woman begins to adopt. I don't need a man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That you all would think that a man is not really truly a man unless he has the ability to pay 2 household bills. Right. Okay. So I tell you what. If that is what a man is supposed to do, then what is a woman supposed to do? Oh, I have an idea. How about shut up, lay down, and open up as wide as you possibly can. And I'm going to handle my business, but don't you say a goddamn thing about nothing because you ain't paying nothing. And that's what you supposed to do. How crazy that sound? But that is what a man is supposed to do. He's supposed to take care of me if he wants me. Stop rolling up money like this. And I know y'all know what I mean. I truly left that conversation, as I do every time we have this conversation, upset, disturbed. Because our black women are thinking this way. Not all, but a very large percentage. And that's what they're looking for. And guess what? If everybody is looking for the same man, how many of y'all think y'all gonna get him? Because then he has options. And then you fight with the percentage of being chosen over the rest. But instead of you saying, I don't have a problem with dating someone that's working. Because if he makes 45 and I make 45 or 50, that's 80 to $90,000. You can live here in America making 90,000 collectively, building, elevating yourself, going up and up. But tell me, where in America can you live with a two separate family responsibility for $45,000 or $50,000? That's why it's disgusting to even have that thought in your mind, ladies. All of y'all want a six-figure dude, and I said it right, all of y'all. That means everybody else want a six-figure dude too, which means it's only like 8 or 9% of males in America making six figures. So not only do you have to find that man, attract that man, keep that man, but then you have to be in a battle royal, because guess what? Everybody else wants the exact same man. So your percentages of actually finding one or obtaining one or keeping one, see how ironic y'all make yourself. Ladies, y'all delusional. And I'm more than sure that yes, you can probably find a six-figure dude all day long. And he may stay around for a minute. But it's not the fact of him staying around. It's the fact if he makes a movement to keep you. And the only way to keep in a man's mind a woman is to give her access to marriage. Because men get married for a long haul. Women get married simply until, I don't really want to say this, ladies, but I'm going to say it anyway. Women get married for the mere ability to be taken care of. And once that option becomes scarce or begins to fall, and she doesn't obtain the things that she thinks she deserves, or the things that she thinks she's entitled to, she will begin to scope out a scene and search for an upgrade. Yeah. We're not buying that deal anymore. Nah, we're not. Because you see, the only thing that a man is supposed to do in the dating stage and in the relationship stage and in the engagement stage is to make sure that the woman that he's with don't fall, not provide for. Say this again. Make sure that the woman you're with, or you're dating, or you're in a relationship with, or you're engaged to, make sure morally, financially, emotionally, spiritually, that she doesn't fall. And when I use the word financial, I'm simply meaning if she has an emergency come up, yes, you're supposed to be as caring and as understanding as you possibly can to help. That's it. I just simplified the whole thing for y'all. But you ain't getting no bills paid. You are not getting no bills paid unless it's a situation where you've lost your job and that you can't provide. Then yes, a man is supposed to step up if he can in that scenario. Not before. Not before. Because we're going to build together. That's why marriages last forever back then. And now, 49% of America is unmarried. And don't quote me on the percentages. I'm just taking a logical guess. I really want to help y'all. I really do. And if you come back and if you listen to the conversations, or it's not really a conversation, it's just me talking, honestly. There will be times where I have conversations on this platform, in person and also Zoom related. But I talk about what's real and what's prevalent in our community that is going to restore positive and productive relationships to the point of being married, ladies. And everything else that you're hearing, I don't know what to tell you. Rightly divide the word of God. I'll leave it at that. It's been a pleasure. It has. Because I just wanted to come on and I just wanted to talk a little while. But I got so passionate about it because I understand that we are losing as a culture. We're losing. And there's a reason why. And this is not the only reason. This is just one of the reasons. But if you subscribe, put that little bell on, you'll be notified every time I put a video up. If there's something you want to have a conversation about, hit me up in the comments. We can talk about it. I'll send you a link and we can have an open dialogue about it. No, I don't have any kind of degree when it comes to anything mentally or psychologically. Mentally, that's funny. Psychologically. But I tell you what, I guarantee you I can hold my own with the best of them. Because I've been raised by the old school, which understood wisdom over knowledge every day. It's been a pleasure. Thank y'all for watching. Remember, KDDcode podcast, The Matrix Mind of a Man. Y'all be blessed. Until the next time, YouTube.